Welcome back to Your Darts and thanks so much for joining me. So you want to learn how to check out in darts. Let me show you where to start. Please join me. So here is the crib sheet that I went through last time in the last video. If you haven't watched it, please do it. It'll make more sense. And we just went through this key here, just explaining the terms and what these different colors mean, just so that we're all on the same page. What I want to do today is just show you the relationship of these 2-digit numbers and how they relate to the 3-digit numbers. Okay, now I've got a statement for you. Are you ready? You do not need to learn your 3-digit numbers. Okay, these big 3-digit numbers, you do not need to learn them. Let me show you what I mean. So here I have another crib sheet for you. So very similar, but what I've done here, see if you can spot the difference. So I've taken these 2-digit numbers, the golden 44, and I've put them in their correct places so you can see the relevance that they have with these 3-digit numbers. Okay, there's some here, and even though this is only half a crib sheet, they do go all the way down to the bottom number in this left hand column. Okay, now when I did say in the last slide you don't need to learn your 3-digit numbers, you don't. You just need to apply a formula, and then that reveals your 2-dart finishes. Okay, that's why they are so important. All right, so this is where you start. That's what it's all about. Okay, now I wasn't told this, I just worked it out myself. I was told start at 170, work your way down. That got so boring so quickly, and I had no point of reference and no kind of way to work it out in my head. Okay, I just had to remember it, and for me that doesn't work. Now sometimes you just have to do that with some finishes, but not all of them. Okay, now this process, so let's just choose 156. So as with any of these finishes in this left hand column, numbers from 131 all the way to 170, you can throw it treble 20. There's times when it's cool and there's two treble 19 finishes you can do, but we'll get onto that, right? So absolutely valid to throw it treble 20 for any of these. So, and as if you refer to this key here, when we throw in treble 20, we just add 40. We add the rule of 40 onto the last 2 digits. So 156, I'm just visualizing 40 onto 56, and that's easily done, right? You can do it while your opponent's playing. You can do it as you're walking up to the board, because it takes no time at all, right? And as long as you know, and it reveals 96, and as you can see again from this key, the red brackets are the score remaining. Okay, so it reveals 96. As we've got 96 over here, it's over here. So what it is, we're applying a formula and revealing a 2-dart finish. So I'm not learning 156, I'm learning to add 40 onto 56. I've got my 2-dart finish of 96. Okay, never forget though the blue brackets here. This is the miss rule. Okay, a bit messy, but you get the idea. This is the miss rule. That's rubbish. This is the miss rule, and the miss rule is you will miss the treble on and hit the big number more times than you hit that treble. So you need to know what it's going to be. It's as important as learning the finish, in my opinion, so it doesn't slow you down. It doesn't stop your flow. You're not adding up, you just know the answer. So when you're learning 96, it's best to say treble 20, double 18, hitting big 20 leaves 76. That's my advice for that one. Okay, let's neaten this up a little bit and show you some more examples. Okay, now let's go 158. So we've got 158, and now I'm throwing treble 20. I'm just adding 40 onto 58, and it reveals 98. Of course, this crib sheet shows you what happens if you miss that treble 20, hit the big 20. I'm just taking 20 off 158, and that's 138. Okay. But anyway, we've revealed 98. The 2-dart finish for 98, as you can see up here, is treble 20, double 19. It's the same thing down here. Okay, so I'm not learning my 3-digit number 158. I'm learning to apply 40 onto 58. And I'm revealing 98. Okay, let's do a couple more. Let's do 160. Oop, what's going on there? Let's do 160. I'm putting 40 onto 60. It's revealing 100, just like this. And 100 is the first dart indicator. Don't worry if you don't know what that is. I'm going to go into depth of first dart indicators next lesson, shall we call it? So 100 is treble 20, double 20. Hitting the big 20 would leave 80. Okay, the miss rule, always state the miss rule. Now it even happens for this box here. Now obviously it stops here, and we're going to talk about the numbers below here another time and how we can work out to do it. Now this, on some crib sheets, the crib sheet I learned from doesn't have numbers below because it reveals a number what's below 60. That's what it is. Let me show you an example. So 120, let's do another one. 121, same thing. I'm not learning 121, I'm learning to add 40 onto 21, and it reveals 61. You've got 2 darts left. The 2 dart finish for 61 is treble 11, double 14. Okay, never forgetting hitting the big 11 to this misroll would leave 50. So you work it out like that. Okay, and yeah, don't worry. We're going to talk about these numbers another time, so I'm not confusing with so much information. But I'm going to show you a few numbers. I'm going to show you the bottom of my crib sheet now. Let me show you that. So welcome to the bottom of my crib sheet. For some reason I can't bring it all over, so you get it in 2 halves. And as you can see, all these first out indicators what we're going to cover next time, okay, on these golden 44 numbers. So that's nearly half of the numbers of the golden 44, the 44 finishes I'm telling you to go learn. Half of them the first out indicators, okay. Now some of them have alternate ways to go. Some of them will be, and it all determines whether you like the left side or the right side of the board, but we're going to get into that. Okay, let's just do a few more examples just so you get the idea. So 133, a big number, but what do? You don't learn 133, you learn to put 40 onto 33, and it reveals 73. And the 2 dart finish for 73, just like it is up here, it's treble 19, double 8. Okay, treble 19, double 8, hitting the big 19 would leave 54, so including that misroll. And we'll do another one here, 137. So 137 is treble 20. I know I'm adding 40 onto 37, reveals 77. Now there's a couple of ways to take out 77, but a very popular common one is treble 15 for double 16. Hitting the big 15 would leave 62. Now, so when I did say, you know, this big bold statement, you do not need to learn your 3 dart finishes, you don't. You see how you're not learning them? Okay, you're learning to apply a formula, and you are carving out, you are revealing your 2 dart finish. That's why 2 dart finishes rule. Okay, even on these numbers here, which we will go over these numbers, obviously, but it still works. It's the same process. Like, let's just do it 109. It's just not revealing a golden 44 number because they stop at 60. Okay. But let's just go through the process. So 40, I've got 109. I'm throwing it treble 20. I'm adding 40 onto 9. It leaves 49. Okay. And then you take out 49. In this case, it'd be 17, double 16. But I'm going to show you how these formulas, what I've got in the key, in this crib sheet, how it can help you just instantly work out what that big number is you need to reveal your double 16. But we're jumping ahead. Okay. So this is. This basically covers this whole process of just how, and indicates hopefully the importance of your 2 dart finishes. So coming next time, we're going to be deep diving into what I call the first dart indicators. These are where the number you're going for, the 2 dart finish that you're going for, indicates the first treble that you're throwing out. Okay, so it kind of indicates it to you, and then you just have to learn that double. And there's ways to visualize and memorize the double. Okay, and also understand which or where are those first dart indicators, so you can remember them. We're going to go through all that. Thanks so much for watching. Take care for now.